To our life shall be done.
Shut up and drink your beer.
I make myself not look like a sleazy Italian.
You can't do that. It's impossible. Where's my brush?
We went and we had to clear 3 out of the big floodgates. You know, they got those gates.
Right.
Yeah.
Don't put that dog in the pot.
You're gonna be a good doggy.
Hey,
What's up?
I'm good. How are you?
Good.
You didn't message me back.
All right, we did it.
Where do you want the?
All these and grandmas know he's lost already.
Does he look appropriately tired? I think he looks like shit. He's seen some things.
Way too happy.
You should tired.
You should have gave him a scalp.
Yeah, I did that.
Cheers. Love you all. Right on. Randall and Cheryl. Hey, Cheryl. I'll never pass up a chance to take a shot with a guy, you know?
That's too smooth for a pickleback.
That's Grandpa. It's my dude, man. Jamie's my one to give you crap. Try a bite. It's gonna be hot. Delicious, right? You can blow it.
I am pretty evil.
I looked up and I was like,
Mom, what am I doing?
we love him.
Doing it.
I'm right here.
His voice looks like he's like higher or something.
Alright, hold on. Driving.
All right, get in there.
Stop the charade. He's only a mostly alright guy.
But don't worry, everyone knew.
I was the cool person.
Yeah.
Open your mouth.
Thank you.
No, I'm not saying that all people really.
Don't you remember once in this guided soul?
You did not kiss Cheryl. I love Cheryl. I don't know what she's talking about.
Right.
But,
You get out of the way. We're talking here.
I will be in here at noon 30.
I mean, I built it. I'm pretty confident in it. But I should also point out that this is mine and Greg's first time really building anything. So. I'm just gonna go around. I'm okay.
I love Jacob. I love Doug.
Yeah, I saw it.
Go ahead. You gonna take it? Take it.
I don't have a choice.
Come on.
I've already poured it in the glass.
Swallow it. Swallow it.
What the fuck?
It burns like a
my
fish.
mouth tastes like fish and chips. Oh man.
Doug goes in that needle.
He gets missing your mustache wax is stabilizing it.
Let's look at that.
You were not, you lying sack of taters. It's not delicate. It will stand there. It's spongy. There. Stand up, little girl.
I got sweats out right now. I might be made. Which ones? The checkers?
Those are dope.
These are, but this fits the outfit better. That's a song on the back of them. Inspirational words. Things that are important. I love you, man.
An arrow to the knee. Yeah, it's that guy right there. That's probably
Nice to see you guys.
So is that the
haircut
Noah,
you got at
cleaned up nicely.
Good? Better than I get handing out
We're good.
You're good. You didn't get one.
I had to wait in line all day.
Why is that's your
Other
day?
barber shops.
Everything's tight.
got Spanx
I
on?
usually wear things like this. And I am
Like that.
very, very stressed out.
I wore this at Daddy's wedding. It's
I cried my
wedding.
eyes out walking down the aisle.
My dad's wedding. You know, it's the most charismatic individual I've ever met. Yeah, you can just sit there and talk off the cuff.
Yeah, you don't want, if you're Bryce, you don't want to grab a sheet of paper and look at it. You want to.
Thanks. Thank you. So I just didn't want it to stick out.
I'm just a driver.
Like, you know, make sure that looks right in the mirror.
There used to be a grand tower alone on the sea. You became the light on the dark side of me. Love remains the drug that's the eyes become alive. The light that you shine can
Friends, Romans, countrymen. No, wait. I don't think that's the right one.
Do whatever you want.
Welcome, everyone. Good evening. And friends, family, Udi. Thank you for coming. We've all gathered here in the backyard today to share a very important moment in Cheryl and Brandon's life. No, not the release date for Winds of Winter, but to celebrate how their love and understanding for each other has grown and matured, bringing them before you today, ready to live the rest of their lives together as husband and wife. Marriage is a bond to be entered into only after considerable thought and reflection. Marriage is having a confidant, a partner in crime, and a best friend. It's having someone who will get your dumb jokes and obscure movie references. And dumb, obscure movie references. Today, Cheryl and Brandon demonstrate their devotion to each other by dedicating themselves to a life together and show their respect for each other by embarking on a journey to honor the vows they make this day. Today, their lives, which began on separate paths, will be joined as one. Everyone present has been a major component in this process, and the couple's journey to this point, both individually and as a pair. Watching and guiding as Cheryl and Brandon grew and became who they are now. They look eagerly toward the future where their loved ones will continue to support and influence them in their new life together. They'd like to thank you all, their friends and family who have supported them through the good times and the rough times, through all the laughs and the moments of sadness and tears. They cherish the friendships that have lasted for years and remain strong and supportive into the future. They are grateful to share in this celebration with everyone here today. As much as today is a celebration of Cheryl and Brandon's marriage, it is also a celebration of their love, which is built upon the last bajillion or so years that they've been together, and all the experiences built into that time. With so much love, support, and kindness from all of you, they know that no power in the shadow realm, the upside down, the phantom zone, the negaverse, the multiverse, and wherever it is that Johnny Quest went, can stop them as they embark on this new chapter in their life. All of us today have experienced our own love stories. Some are short, others long. Some are yet unwritten, and while others are just getting to the good part, there are chapters in all of our lives that are sad or disappointing. Others are exciting and full of adventure. It seems like Cheryl and Brandon's journey has been one of those that is exciting and full of adventure. Whether it was their late night excursions to Steak and Shake, their trips across the state, which is quite large, I figured out today, being the only adults present and engaged at Disney on Ice, or expanding their ongoing collection of cosplay costumes. The two are always on an unexpected journey, constantly showered with an outpouring of love and support from all of you. Their shared passions have ensured that they never run out of new options to explore. Now we are here in this moment on the 11th of November, somewhere after 6 o'clock. We take the time to pause, look back, and smile on all the moments that brought them to this point. And we take the time to look ahead at all the moments that are still to come. We're all here because we want those moments for you. We're here to hope with you, to support you, to be proud of you. To remind you that love isn't always happily ever after. Love is the experience of crafting your own story, your next big adventure. It's not one moment, not even this single moment. It's every moment. They're the big ones. The first time you say, I love you. When he asked you to marry him. Arriving to this night. But mostly it comes to the millions of moments that fall in between. Falling asleep next to one another. Making dinner together. Binging Netflix on a Sunday. Spending holidays with your families. Or just getting a big hug when you get home from a rough day at work. These everyday moments fused together into one big experience. It's a work in progress, but it's a work that is tackled by two minds, two spirits, two people that are ready to take on whatever life may throw at them. Bryce, just step forward, sir.
Sure. Okay. Say something cool.
No. Oh no.
This is the rings of the sun.
This is reading.
Many run around, sailing up and down, looking for a shot in some direction. Got it from the top. It's nothing you can stop. Lord, you know, they made a fire connection. They love each other. Lord, you can see it's true. Lord, you can see it's true. Lord, you can see it's true.
I need my phone. I'm so sorry. It's coming up.
I wrote it down.
I'm so sorry. I found out 30 minutes ago. Like, Cheryl's phone. Oh my god. That's your phone.
I got one.
I'm so sorry.
Just say something happy.
Doug.
Hey, Doug. Doug's saving the day.
Hello there.
You Doug. I apologize, but this is typical. Or me. Or Dad.
Doggy.
Okay. I don't ask you to love me always like this, but I ask you to remember, somehow inside of me, there will always be the person I am tonight. F. Scott Fitzgerald.
Roberta Flack sang about a man that killed her softly. The band Nazareth sang that love hurts and that it takes a lot of pain. Rivers Cuomo of Weezer said that your love is a life taker. And Justin Bieber said, baby, 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 oh. They all shared the same sentiment as the Barry White song, Love Ain't Easy. And whether it be the love of friends or family, of a father or mother, of sisters or brothers, or the love that brings two people together and inspires them to commit their lives to each other, I think we can all agree that love can be very difficult. I talked to Brandon before the wedding, and we spoke on how if something comes too easy, it might not even be worth having. Now, he didn't say it, but those of us that know Cheryl and Brandon know that things haven't always been easy. They moved to a new city and learned to share a home together. They fought over and eventually fought together for a young son. They fought with friends and they fought with each other. But here we are. We're here today not because love is easy, but because love is hard. And hand in hand, we find the strength to overcome even the most difficult of obstacles and face even the bleakest of situations with hope. To remind Cheryl and Brandon that they will walk hand in hand always, I invite them to join their hands, to be fasted in the old way.
Can't crack your screen on the dirt. Snort it.
Before the eyes of kin and clan, to symbolize the bond that you are making with these vows and this new commitment to love, trust, and friendship, I bind your hands. If you could look upon each other and say these words to seal the vow you're making today. Blood of my blood and bone of my bone.
Blood of my blood and bone of my bone.
I give you my body that we two might be one.
I give you my body that we two may be one.
I give you my spirit till our life shall be done.
I give you my spirit till our life shall be done.
You may release your hands and remove the binding.
You remove it. I'm kind of scared.
It's all yours. May I ask who has the rings?
I have the rings.
Shocker.
I know. Tell me about it.
I have the little
A
pillow.
little bit of trust here.
Can you show him the pillow?
Give it to Uncle Bryce.
Thanks, buddy.
You high five me.
Question.
High five. Remember elbows. There. Oh, elbows. There you go.
Yes.
What do I do now?
Good job, buddy.
Don't put him on the pillow, you'll drop him.
I'm gonna put him on the pillow. Look at this.
Do I put it on you? I'm putting it on you. Oh, God.
Yeah, you're gonna drop it.
I got fat fingers. Let's just push. Let's just push. You got this. You got this.
Cheryl and Brandon, do you, with family and friends as your witnesses, present yourselves willingly and of your own accord to be bound together in marriage?
I do.
I do.
Will you promise to support each other in the joys and sorrows of life, come what may, and to share the responsibility for growth and enrichment of your life together?
I do.
Do you promise to never give each other up, to never let each other down, and to never run around and hurt each other?
Oh, I do.
I do.
And by the power vested in me, and in view of all gathered here, it is my pleasure, great honor and privilege to introduce to you Mr. and Mrs. Brandon and Cheryl Knott, husband and wife. You may seal your vows with a kiss. If everyone would allow a moment for the bride to exit. Afterward, if you can take 2 steps backward, you'll be in the reception area. Thank you all.
You did it.
I didn't write anything because I felt it was appropriate to just wing it like I always do. My brother is my hero, my dude, my go-to. You know, as a kid, anybody had a problem with me, I hid behind my brother. You know how many times in my life Brandon looked me in my eyes and said, "Kid, you were an asshole. You are wrong. You are wrong. But let's go kick this dude's ass." Cheryl, you have seen the best of this group of friends, and you have seen the worst of this group of friends. And for some strange reason, you have stuck around and said, "Man, these guys are not the absolute worst." And for some reason, you're still here. And you love my brother, you love him. And I never in my life thought that a woman would marry my brother. Every single person that I love in my entire life is right here today. You know, I'm more nervous than my brother on his own wedding day. You know, it means a lot. I love you, Cheryl. I love you, Brandon. You know, this is amazing. It's amazing. Brandon, you're my best friend in the world, and God damn it, we're gonna continue kicking ass. Yeah, baby. Thank you all for coming.
It's like a party!
You gotta put this on her leg over here. Cheers.
Cheers.
I'm not doing it. That's my mom.
Music's about to start.
What do you say when you've known someone for 6 years and you were drunk while it was happening? And Slate goes, "That's what you say." And I said, I will quote you on this. Because literally, we have been drunk literally for 6 or 7 years, but not. But anyways, we were there for each other. Like, you dated some assholes. Like, I mean, some goddamn assholes. And I barely met most of them. No one wants to hear this. We were there for each other. It sucked. You picked me up. I picked you up. Whatever. But I will speed it up to you. Brandon Knott. I will speed it up to you. Okay? And you know what? No one else deserves a fucking blip. you'll already know that they were like into each other as kids, right? Or whatever. You know what I mean? Or eventually. But I know that someone was feeling someone else, okay? But you know what I remember? 2013, 2014, okay? It was like ridiculous, right? But those were the nights Cheryl and Brandon started their relationship, or, you know, over the years. And if we're all being really honest, it was such a relief because we really wanted them to be together, like in the sense, maybe not me exactly, but we really wanted them to be together. Cheryl finally admitted, like, that's when they made it official, after like, what, 2 years? And I knew in my heart that Brandon wouldn't let Cheryl walk away. He was going to put everything into you, Cheryl. But I knew that he was never, ever gonna let you go. And you know, I might have had a little bit of an issue with that. And I guess all I'm saying is, I'm like already crying. All I mean by that is I'm not the greatest sharer. I mean, I'm not. But you know how much I like appreciate my friendships. I mean, even Brandon, like, you know, I'm never, you know, or I mean, I knew we had to make room for someone who mattered. You know what I mean? And I knew that when you met Brandon, or eventually, you know, when it mattered to you, that Brandon was worth the room. You know what I mean? Like making that room for somebody. And you've always known I knew that. And I love you for that.
No, I've never looked this fresh. I'm not doing that.
All the girls in town follow you all around.
One spin.
Close to you. Close to you. Close to you.
All right, lads, lasses, boys, girls, ladies, gentlemen, and Hootie. This has been an absolutely wonderful night. And whether we're listening to Bryce just stammer through a speech without any kind of writing, it was a beautiful thing, and we're glad we got to hear it. We're going to remember that the next time he's in jail. So just keep that in mind. It's true. All right. Then we had the wonderful speech by Marin, which took about an hour and a half, but it was beautiful. It was a beautiful speech. I grew a few grays while we were talking about it. I'm feeling pretty old right now, but the speech was great. Thank you. The point of this is, I'm very happy to have all of you here today, except for Hootie, and I love you guys to death. So, as it goes, we are drinking Moon River beer, so raise your glasses, ladies and gentlemen. As they say back home in Savannah, GA, shut up and drink your beer.